Here is an overview of the data Krypter encryption software. It's the easy way to keep your data secure when quantum computers become mainstream. I'm going to start the software by double-clicking the icon. You just don't want anyone using the software, so to keep your data secure, it always asks for your master password. This is the main window of the software. There's different icons here you can click on. The gear is to change your settings. You put your name in here. You also want the software to automatically close if you forget to close it, and that way no one can access your data. And there's also an option here to save your data that you've encrypted to a backup folder or to an online service such as Google Drive or Dropbox. And sometimes you're given an option of securely erasing a file rather than just deleting it. This is because a file that has been deleted can usually be recovered. So to securely erase the file, the software will overwrite it with random data several times, and this box will tell you how often to overwrite the file. In this chart here, you have the option of encrypting a file, a folder, some text, or of decrypting the same things. So the first thing to try is to encrypt a file, and I'm going to pick this Word document here to encrypt. And there's different options for where you want to save the encrypted file. It can go in the same folder that the original file is, or it can go into a different folder. I'm going to leave it in the same folder as your original. And then for when you encrypt it, there's different ways to encrypt it. You can encrypt it symmetrically with a secret key. This is where you have the same key that is used to both encrypt and decrypt some data. Or you can use one of your public keys. This is an asymmetric encryption where you would use your private key to decrypt the file. And when you encrypt the file, you also have an option to randomly pick a new file name for it, so that this will further hide what it contains. And this box here is to securely erase the original file. So let's just use a secret key, and we're gonna type the secret key in here. And you can check whether you typed it correctly by pressing the control key on your keyboard, and click here, and after encrypting it, it tells you where it saves it. And all encrypted files have the ending DKE, and you're also going to be reminded that when you encrypt a file, there's no way to decrypt it unless you have the secret key. So now I'm going to try and decrypt the same file. So we click here, we select the encrypted file here, and now you have various options here. The software knows that the file was encrypted with a secret key, so it asks for the secret key. And you also have an option for where you want to save the file. You can save it in the same folder where it was where the encrypted file is, or you can save it in the original folder where the unencrypted file came from, or you can save it to another folder. So let's pick a different folder here, and we're going to select the folder here, and let's go down here, and we'll put it in this folder here. And let's see what happens if we put in the wrong secret key. So let's just type some random information here, and we'll click it to decrypt it, and it says it can't decrypt it because it's the wrong key. So when I tried to decrypt it, the software failed. So now let's type the correct secret key. And we verify, yes, it's the correct one. And we also have an option here if we want to securely erase the encrypted file, but we're gonna just leave it the encrypted file as well there. And so when you decrypt it, it tells you this succeeded. It put it at where it tells you the folder where it put it, and we'll just click OK here. So now we're gonna try to encrypt a folder. So we'll pick a folder here to encrypt. And we're going to use an asymmetric key right now. The public key, John Doe, number 1. And we click here, and again it tells us we don't want to save it to the root folder. So let's put this in a different folder here. And let's also put this in this folder here. And we click here, and now it's encrypted. It tells you where it saved it. And when we want to decrypt it, we're going to select here that we're going to decrypt a folder. We're going to select and we're going to decrypt this folder here. And it knows that it was encrypted using a public key. And it's gonna try all your private keys to see which one is able to decrypt it. And we're going to put it in the same folder where the encrypted folder is. And let's click here, and now it decrypts it and puts it in this folder here. Now you also have an option here to create your own public and private keys. This only works when you have the full version, not in the trial version. Then you have various icons here for other modules that are not available yet. This icon here is to send secure emails. This is where you store all your contacts. And this is one to recover your master password or your secret key in case you forget it. Now you should also be backing up your data so that your settings and your keys are saved in case you ever have any problem with your computer. And if you've made any changes to your settings or your keys, you're going to automatically be reminded when you exit the software to do a backup. Thank you for watching. If you want more information, go to nuverb.com/Krypter, and you can also download a trial version there.